Welcome back to another episode of Three Chuckles Deep with the Boys. We're starting off with another banger, and we're going to have Cole start this one off today.
Yo, boy.
That's a man.
So I got some of y'all might remember some things a little bit different than other people. I know a lot of y'all heard of the Mandela effect.
Break it to me.
Speak to me,
You know how
Hunk.
it actually got the name Mandela effect? It was Nelson Mandela. A lot of people thought he died in prison in like the 80s, but he was alive until like 2013 or something.
So that's an actual Mandela effect.
For some people, yeah, it is. I mean, I wasn't old enough. Wasn't he like he was like a president of like Africa or something?
I think somewhere over
Yeah,
there.
so he was a president or something. So, but I don't know much about him other than that. But we got some Mandela effects for y'all, and feel free to chime in on some of these.
Duh.
First one is Jiffy or
Jiffy Lube?
Jif. Dude, peanut butter.
Oh.
Lube.
Oops.
Jiffy Lube was a little bit.
My bad.
I don't think
I didn't even know
anybody.
they made Lou.
He said,
It's a tire
Yeah,
place.
it's a tire place. It's a 5-minute oil
Get that
change. And he said,
I'm thinking like that.
"You dirty thinker, you dirty dog,
Dirty
deviant dog." My boy said Jiffy Lube. I don't use that brand. I haven't heard that guy.
What is
The
that?
peanut butter bread?
Yeah.
I use that as lube.
That's why there's the
Sorry.
holes in the peanut butter.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
some peanut butter? Oh.
He said, so I got this brand new thing of peanut butter. He said, I've only used it once.
I never believe it. I got such a heavy discount at the store.
Yeah. He said, it's pretty good. It's pretty good indeed.
He said
But yeah.
pre-used peanut butter.
So, do you remember it being Jiffy or Jif? These are like the two that people
Okay.
kind of go back and forth between.
I could have sworn it was always Jif.
I always thought it was Jiffy.
I always thought it was Jif.
Oh, wait. No, it was. Oh,
It was always Jif, bro.
I don't know why. Because anytime you hear someone say it, they always call it Jiffy peanut butter.
Yeah. Jiffy Lube. No,
Jiffy Lube. That's probably why I think it's Jiffy Lube.
they always do call it.
Oh,
It's Jif. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
yeah, I think it is Jif. I'm thinking of a different one.
I was gonna say it's always been Jif, right?
It has
That's
always
what I
been.
thought.
So, it actually, Jiffy was there's a competitive peanut butter called Skippy. So
I know
some
it's
people,
Skippy.
so
Yeah,
some
I've heard
people used to
Skippy.
like merge them in and be like Jiffy, Skippy, kind of like because people are just like it's peanut butter, like. But I ain't
It's
gonna
all
lie,
the
there's a big
same.
difference. There's
Oh,
a big
100%.
difference.
They're two completely different peanut butters.
It's all the same.
So another one is Looney Tunes. I don't know if you remember
Oh.
Looney Tunes. So how they actually spell tunes?
Oh, this
They-
one
They actually have it.
With two O's or UNES?
Yes.
I always remember. Yeah, the two O's.
I always thought it was UNES.
Really?
So we got our first splitting.
Controversy.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
It's like cartoon. Cartoon always had the two O's, so that's why I was.
It's actually UNES.
I could
Really?
have sworn it was
It-
UNES because I used to watch
Looney
it all the time.
Tunes
Huh. Wow.
and not Looney
Stupid ass.
Tunes.
Sorry.
Cartoon and Looney Tunes.
You're such a tune.
Yeah, you're such
man.
you're such a hoot.
All this time.
The other one is actually Curious George. This one actually here go around a lot was if Curious George had a tail or not in
I've
his
heard
in
this
his
one,
cartoon one.
I know the answer. I know it's no
Nah.
tail, but I thought he had a tail.
Yeah,
I
ain't gonna lie.
thought he had a tail.
In
but-
the photo, the kind of tail kind of looks a little out of placement.
Yeah.
But like if they would have made it tail a little bit more, when I
They probably
first
could've
remember
got
reading
rid of
this, I thought he did have a tail for a second, and I don't know why.
yeah,
I feel-
because all monkeys have tails.
Yeah, I
so
think
you would
it-
assume
It kind
that
of makes you
has
second
it.
guess yourself. Like even if you know the answer, you're like, did he actually have a tail?
Yeah,
I couldn't remember if he did or he didn't.
I
don't
knew
think
that
he
he
did.
didn't, but like I said, I think it's the same thing because all monkeys have tails. Or no, of course, not all of them. But the main ones that we always think. Actually, what Curious George is,
Yeah.
like that monkey has a tail.
Yeah.
So I
Isn't he
think
like a
it
chimp?
has one.
Isn't he like a chimp?
A capuchin or something. No, he's not a capuchin.
Well, why
It's
do we
something
get all
like that.
specific now?
Sorry, bro.
Why we gonna get so
I
specific?
know my monkey.
You lost
Yeah.
me.
So the other
Sea
one.
monkey.
Have you ever heard of Oscar Mayer or
Isn't that
Oscar
a-
Mayer?
The
That's a food, right?
yeah,
It's a
Hot dog.
like yeah,
can't remember
hot
what it-
dog or bacon, like dried bacon or something.
I'm pretty sure it's a certain type of food.
I think it's a hot dog if I'm not mistaken.
I could have sworn it
Oscar.
is.
I've seen the name.
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
I think it is a hot dog, but it's how you spell Meyer or Mayer.
It's hot dog.
Yeah,
I think it was like
Oscar Mayer wieners.
See, I've always heard
Meyer.
Oscar Myers is what I thought.
I never ate those wieners, so
You didn't have to eat the wiener to know the wiener, son.
I didn't eat hot dogs. I never saw them.
You never had hot
I
dogs?
always had,
I
we always
never
had
ate 'em, really.
Franks.
I always had brats. So
I always had sausages.
Ah, you were
I bet
soft.
No,
you
you know,
did.
no hot dogs. I ain't gonna lie. You know the hot dogs with the cheese in the middle.
Oh,
Man, those are the most
Nasty.
disgusting. Yeah, those are so
Okay.
disgusting, bro.
got to keep you on the same page.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, that cheese just is overpowering. I was like, bro, who did this?
Whose bad idea?
I
Why not
filled
just
it.
add the cheese after?
Yeah, it was like, I ain't gonna.
Who filled
he
my
said-
dog?
He said, who filled my dog?
filled hot dog with cheese? Ah,
Somebody liked it.
well,
Not me.
That was Bill.
Bill,
He said, not me.
come
Yeah.
here.
I honestly wouldn't know that one. Like I said, I'd never really had
Yeah.
hot dogs. So
Yeah, me-
What
neither.
about, here you go. Here's one for you. Skechers.
okay.
How Skechers is actually spelled out.
What
Wasn't
are the
it-
two differences?
Wasn't it
There's
with
a
the T?
T. There's one that has a T and one that doesn't have a T.
I'm pretty sure I never heard a T.
I thought I always had a T on a Skechers, but you never say it with the T in it. 'Cause
Yeah.
the T is silent, so I could get why people would think. But let me not talk too much. 'Cause I could be dead wrong. So I think it was with the T.
It actually has no T in it.
This guy's
Ah,
got
God.
every single one. He's like, I could have sworn.
But that's the good thing about
I
Mandela
know,
effect. It
yeah.
just makes you think, it's like, was that actually how it was or
Yeah.
not?
Dang.
And it's funny because like another one was how Fruity Loops spelled Fruity Loops.
Are you saying fruity? It was fruit. Fruit
Because only because they're fruity.
Nah, there was never O's.
Wait, what?
The two differences is the fruit spelled as Fruit
Yeah.
or fruit
Is
Froot. 100%, it was always
Yeah,
fruit.
fruit.
There was no Froot. I've never
I'm telling you, I'm going
ever
with the
thought
other one.
about that. Driven double guessed himself. He's going with Froot.
Yeah,
Let me guess. It's not that one.
it's actually Froot.
You're lying. Don't even get Traven happy.
It actually is Froot.
No, it's not.
It's Fruit Loops.
Are you serious?
It is.
Damn, that one got me.
I'm gonna just double check this real quick.
Oh, he don't even know.
I'm gonna research this. I'm pretty sure it's not, but I guess
It is Froot.
That's crazy, bro.
Good job, brain.
It is fruit.
I guess, yeah, maybe you're right. I think the what's called the Mandela effect with that is you just assume fruit as in Fruit.
Now that's too
Don't
bad.
ever assume.
This is appeasing for the kids.
The great value version. Fruit spins. Fruit spins.
Fruit hops.
Yeah, so you got me on that one. I would have thought fruit Fruit.
Yeah, Fruit makes sense, but I don't. It's funny because I didn't eat Fruit Loops a lot growing up,
Yeah.
but like
I mean, I did, but I don't
I
really.
did.
I would
remember.
assume Fruit too.
Nah, you got to think about the kid. Oh, you
Yeah, I
got to think
guess-
about appeasement.
Yeah.
Okay, let me not word this because
So the next one is the Monopoly Man and his monocle.
I've heard about that one, too.
Oh.
Did he have the good old eyeglass on?
I believe he did, but I know that's
I don't
not
think-
what the conspiracy
don't think he
is.
did.
Or, I mean, the Mandela is.
you would think
The
that
Mandela, I'm 100% he doesn't have a monocle.
Yeah.
But I,
I thought-
believe he did have a monocle.
Yeah, I thought in the older
also
ones he had a
seen-
monocle
I've also seen proof that it did have a monocle.
before, like the
Yeah,
older
yeah.
ones,
The
right?
old, like really old Monopoly games had
That's what I felt
monocles.
like. I felt like the newer ones didn't have it.
I've seen a lot of videos of people being like, "This Monopoly thing is from like 2000 blah blah," and it's like he has a
Has-
monocle.
yeah, now no.
Nah, he doesn't have one now, for sure. But
So-
I believe he did.
He actually doesn't have one, but it's a confusion between him and the Planters Peanut Company mascot, Mr. Peanut.
I know Mr. Peanut.
I know
but
Mr. Peanut, and
Yeah.
I believe he did have a monocle.
he did
Didn't
have,
he have
Yeah.
a cane too?
Yes, he
yeah,
did.
he did. It was almost
And a
like
hat.
yeah, it was like
The top,
He had the
big
top
old
hat, yeah.
yeah,
See,
Mr.
we
Potato
know what
Man.
we're talking about, bro. He had a monocle.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like he did. I mean, I wasn't live when the older Monopoly, because older Monopoly kind of came out really early.
I
Right?
believe he had a monocle. Always.
Next one,
It makes
Pikachu's tail.
Oh,
I've heard about that too.
This
had
one I've
the-
heard quite a bit about.
I'm
Did
pretty
he
sure,
have the black tip, or was it just all yellow throughout?
I feel
I
like
thought it was black tip.
me too. I mean, I never really watched Pokemon like that. Like if it came on like on Cartoon Network, I didn't really have no choice. But like I never really.
Actually, I'm sure it's not. He never had the black tip.
I don't know. I feel like
I
he-
see where the Mandela effect comes in on that
The
one.
Manila effect.
Yeah,
the vanilla.
Mandela,
effect.
the Mandela effect.
I think he. I think did.
What are you going? You're going with did?
In reality, he had a solid yellow tail.
Yep. It's because you're thinking of Pichu. I think that's the
Did
Mandela.
Pichu have-
Yep. Pichu is the other version of
other-
him, the tiny one.
Yeah, because
I think that's-
I think Raichu also had a full yellow tail with the gold. He had like goldish brownish kind of thing.
I'm pretty sure that's the difference because Pichu has. Oh wait, I'm wrong. Pichu's got a yellow tail. Though.
Dang.
But the problem. Oh wait, no. Pichu's tail is all black.
Oh.
That's the difference.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So I think it's a mixture between the two. Like you're thinking
Yeah.
of that.
yeah.
Dang it.
So
And
next
Raichu
one,
didn't have the same kind of tail.
next one, we're gonna go to a good old fashioned candy bar. Kit Kat.
Break me off a
Does
piece of
Kit
that
Kat have a
Kat
hyphen in
bar.
it on their candy bars?
Nah.
Nah. I don't think
no
it ever
Kit Kat.
did.
I feel like I would notice that.
You think you would?
Yeah. I don't think.
Why you say it like that, bro? I don't believe it did.
Yeah, me
You don't
neither.
think it did?
It stands
Both of y'all
out
don't
too
think it
much.
did?
I could have sworn it was Kit Kat with no hyphen.
Well, there is a hyphen in it.
Seriously?
No, I'm just playing.
Okay,
No.
I was like, bro, there's
I was
no
about to
way you
say.
just hit me with that right now.
I was like, I feel like you would notice
Yeah,
that.
there's no hyphen in it,
There-
but it does look
uh,
pretty good planted in there.
I
I'm not
mean,
gonna
it
lie.
looked okay, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Come on now, hyphen.
I
It's
would-
not Kit Kat. It's Kit Kat.
Kit Kat. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat.
What
bar.
about the next one? Fruit of the Loop.
Oh, the
The
brown- cornucopia
Yeah,
thing.
the cornucopia.
I believe it had it. I know that's not what it like. I've heard the Mandela effect before. It didn't have one. I am 100%. I have underwear that have the cornucopia on it.
So you have you don't have Fruit of the Loom underwear. You have Loom of the Fruit underwear.
Oh come on, this is so BS.
you have the Dollar Tree version of
Yeah.
it.
all brand.
I know the conspiracy. I'm 100%. It had that, even though I know the conspiracy is gonna
I
say
feel like that would
didn't.
make sense.
It
'cause
did not.
I know.
Yeah, it did not have
It
it.
definitely did.
Maybe in the earlier renditions, maybe. But I feel like that would make sense because fruit. You got to have a loom. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I see
That's
the
the
fruit.
whole point. Yeah.
Where's the loom at?
Yeah. Next one is Cheez-Its.
Oh,
Okay.
How
The
Cheez-Its.
hyphen?
No,
Or
no.
IZ.
Yeah. Did it have a Z at the end of it?
Ooh,
It did. I believe it did.
He was about to be. He was really confident. He was like, "Oh God, I got to
like,
think
it-
about it."
It. No, it's because it's cheese. It's. They had the Z because it was it's.
Or was it Cheez-It?
It's Cheez Its.
Because Cheez-It, they
Nope.
show a solid picture on it.
Nope, you can't change. You can't change my mind. It's
I think
Cheez
it's
It with a Z.
I think it's a cheese it.
I just
You
gotta
think
go
it's
the opposite.
Cheez-It?
I just gotta go the opposite of Traven. Tell me.
There's no Z on it.
Yeah,
There's no Z.
What I tell you,
Damn.
bro?
It's Cheez-It.
I'm a snack
No, it's
connoisseur. I know
Cheez-Its.
this.
No, because it was meant to be just like that.
Cheese it. Yeah, it sounds weird when you say it now, but like, I'm like, I feel like I would. I'm a
Bull.
snack.
It's weird because
connoisseur.
I felt like
bull.
I felt like there might have been a Z on it too.
There was a Z.
so it's
Maybe,
like-
in commercials where they add emphasis on the
I could have
Z.
sworn they had the Z
I don't
though.
think it was ever on the box. I can get how they would say it like in the commercials where they add like the emphasis on the Cheez Its.
Yeah, there's no
Right.
Z on it.
I bet there isn't.
It's all Cheez-It because it's all single.
Yeah, I guess.
Because they only show one of them. They don't show a bunch of them. You know.
Okay, buddy. I don't appreciate it.
I
What
lost
do you
my
not
count.
appreciate?
I think it had a Z.
I'm winning. That's
No,
what
you're
you don't.
not. You're a
appreciate.
loser.
Next one is double stuff Oreos.
Oh,
What about them?
Is there 2 Fs or 1 F in stuff?
What?
people think there was. Oh, let me
There's
not
two
talk
Fs.
About this. It has to be two Fs. Like,
It's got to be stuffed. There's two Fs. Don't you dare tell me there was one F.
You think there's 2 Fs?
Yeah.
I think it was two.
There's only one.
No way, bro.
no,
You're capping, right?
no,
Double-
it's actually one.
double
Oh my
stuff.
God.
There
It's
is-
not double stuffed. It's double stuffed.
No, it's double stuff.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That had to be like some branding thing. They were like, man, you know when you try and type in your username for something and you're like,
Username
man, that
already
didn't work.
taken.
Take
It's
a letter
funny.
out.
It's funny because I search up double stuff. Like I just put up double and it immediately search up double stuff Oreo with 2 Fs. And then when I pull them up,
It's with
all
one
the
F.
photos have 1 F, and it literally
That's
says
crazy.
it says include results for double stuff 1 F.
That's
Wow.
crazy. I would have never realized that.
Yeah,
I never
was
realized
just-
that either. That's actually pretty freaking.
We're all dumbfounded.
Yeah, yeah,
Come on,
that's
it's
actually-
stuff.
That's
Spell
that's
it. Come
pretty,
on.
That's pretty interesting.
I would have never thought that.
Man, that one.
Another one is
Ah.
Mona Lisa's smile.
Oh,
She didn't have one.
Do you think is she smiling in it? You can't really tell.
I'm
She didn't have a smile. That was the whole thing.
Was
She
it more of
blank
like
face.
so? It looks kind
Looks
of
like
more
a
of
bit of a
smirk.
smirk.
yeah. It looks like more of a smirk in one and then a smile.
not
in
a
another.
full on
Nah.
smile.
Yeah.
It was the smirk. She never smiled.
I'm no full on Da Vinci.
I'm a Da Vinci expert. She
Goon.
had no smile. It was a smirk. That was the whole point. That's why he painted her.
Yeah, it was a smirk.
Aha!
Yeah,
I'm on that shit.
it was a smirk. It was a smirk.
I'm an artist. I tell you what I do.
All right, taking it back to the Italian days.
All right, you're being racist.
The next one is Flintstones.
Oh.
Did Flintstones have one T or two T's?
This stuff in the spelling, bro. Come on.
I think that's probably why they get a lot of people.
Yeah,
that or
because-
photos.
It's because the thinking of actually how to spell it.
Yeah. So it's like
It's all copyright stuff, bro. They were like, let's make sure we don't get copyright claimed. Spell it wrong.
Flint. The Flint stone.
he said the Flint. That meant it sounded like the interest when Jason starts coming up.
Flint. Flint.
Do you think it has one T or two T's?
One.
One. Singular.
Let me guess. It was two.
It was two.
Of course it was.
It was two.
I'm breaking. It was two.
But yeah, see, it's because you don't spell Flint like that. That's the Mandela effect. You spelled Flint wrong.
I mean, it is what it is.
No, well, then I'm gonna change it.
I'm gonna change it. Yeah, everything's spelled wrong. We spell it right
We
here.
Spell it correct, starting with the
We're
Oreos.
not 3 chuckles deep. We only got 2 double P's. The AI
Mandela
did mess
effect.
it up the first time.
Did we
Give us
use the
double
letter?
Ps.
Did we use the
So-
number 3 or the letter 3?
Ooh.
Another one is Snow White,
Uh-huh.
and it is what does the witch say to the mirror? Is it mirror, mirror on the wall,
Uh-huh.
or is it something else?
It's mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mirror on the wall. Who's the
Fairest of
fairest
them
of
all.
them all?
Let me guess. It's not.
It's actually not.
What is it?
The Wicked Queen actually says magic mirror on the wall.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
That's not true, bro. It's always been mirror, mirror on the wall. Or is it magic mirror, mirror?
No,
Come
it's
on.
magic mirror on the wall. Who's the
No.
prettiest of them all?
That's part of it. That's not what she says. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all is after it.
No, because it's a magic mirror, not a mirror mirror.
I think it goes magic mirror. What was it? Who's the prettiest of who's what would you
Magic
say?
mirror,
Who's the what?
magic mirror on the wall. Who's the prettiest of them all?
And nah.
Yeah, because it's not magic mirror mirror on the wall.
You're confusing
Who's the
yourself.
prettiest of them all?
It's mirror, mirror on the wall.
Wall.
Who's the fairest of them all?
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fiercest of them all?
All right,
Fierce.
it seems that
Who's
we're
the
at an
fierce?
impasse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't believe you. Cap. I believe it's Cap.
Objection.
Tell us in the
huge one,
comments about that, because I don't believe that.
Darth Vader. Does he actually say, Luke, I am your
Oh,
father?
wait.
Yes.
Or does he just say,
I
I am your father?
He says Luke.
am your father.
Nah, he says Luke, bro.
I am.
I'm cooking, bro. Let me
your
cook.
father.
I think you lost your cooking skills a couple of questions back.
Nah.
Who's in the kitchen? Trey's in the kitchen.
So what do you think it is?
Oh wait, let me take that back. It was a confirmed.
I'm telling you, bro. He says Luke.
I think it was just I think it was just I am your father.
Nah, Luke.
It's I.
Yeah,
Bro, 100% it says
I
Luke.
am your father.
No, he says Luke. I am your father.
It's not though.
Nuh-uh.
What do you
What?
mean?
Uh-uh.
nuh-uh?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I got another one. A Mandela effect that I know of. And it's that the Wendy's girl had braids or a
Oh.
ponytail.
I think she had braids.
I could have sworn she had braids.
Wait, what? No.
You made him second guess himself. Now he's like, she had a
No, it
ponytail.
makes sense because
I thought she had braids.
then
She had braids, right?
yeah. like-
Okay.
or like the hair, like a ponytail wouldn't really make sense because how would you show that? It's a
I'm telling
two-
you.
He's lying to you. He's about to create an AI image of it right now.
I'm not. I'm telling you. I always thought she had braids, but she doesn't.
I gotta see it. Show me the
That's
braid.
not braids.
She had two ponytails,
It's double ponies.
which is correct.
Raven's face. It's double ponies. She never had braids. I could have sworn she had braids.
I ain't never heard no double ponytail.
I mean, in this person's mascot of her, she's got braids. So I'm just saying.
that doesn't. That looks like an inappropriate video.
I don't remember that Wendy's.
Well,
Yeah.
I downloaded the wrong Wendy's.
yeah.
Where'd you get your source material from again?
Another
wiki,
one.
The wiki.
The Wikipedia.
The wiki.
Next one is huge one is how many states are actually in the United States?
Oh, come
48.
on. This is testing my.
Because there's 48 contiguous, and then there's two
Oh, bud,
Hawaii
you just
and
put
Alaska.
yourself in it.
Yeah, you should have waited till
It's
Ryder said
50
something.
It's 53, correct? Because what's it called? Did we just absorb Hawaii?
Annexed.
You're both wrong.
52, right?
Wait,
No, you're wrong. A
no.
lot of people have the misconception of
That it's
51,
50.
52,
Yeah.
but it's 50.
yeah, there's yeah, I know 50, but I'm saying like there's 48 contiguous. Contiguous.
You
that
know
means,
50, but you somehow got 48.
No, because hear me out.
Bro, he's
I-
trying to make himself sound
No,
smart.
'cause I
He
s-
said, I knew 50.
yeah, because
He knew 50. He didn't know there was 50.
Because I always see this everywhere. Like I don't know. There's 48 contiguous states, and I think that means like within
In
the,
the-
continent of North America.
within the walls of the.
Yeah, but then there's Alaska and Hawaii that are on that
But
are
they're
not.
still states.
Yeah, they're still states, but they're not directly
Mm,
inland.
okay.
I know there's 50 states.
Sure you do.
Now you do. Another one is it's Smokey the Bear.
Oh,
So some people believe it's Smokey the Bear, and some people believe it's Smokey Bear.
Okay, come on. That one's cooked. It's Smokey the Bear.
Oh no,
It's
not-
actually not Smokey the Bear.
No way.
I
It's
feel like I
actually-
always hear anytime you.
Nah,
name
bro's
is-
capping.
His name isn't Smokey the Bear.
What is it?
It's Smokey Bear.
No, it's not.
No one says. No one says
Smokey the Bear rolls off the tongue better, but it actually is Smokey Bear.
Who says
Smokey the Bear. Some kid years ago was
Some
trapped in a fire
kid?
and just said that.
Man, I'll slap that little kid.
That kid's lying, bro.
He said
Smokey
he's,
Bear.
he's lying.
Nah, bro, it's always Smokey the Bear.
I've always heard Smokey the Bear. That's literally what they call him in this show. They don't call him Smokey Bear.
Because the show is a show, my boy.
Oh,
His
my
name's-
God.
All right.
he's not.
Did they call me Ryder or did they call me Biter? Oh, it's actually Biter.
Cap.
Nah,
Run that back.
it's aight. It's aight.
I'll take that L.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm still smart. I'm telling you, we need to do Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
I feel like that show's rigged because I feel like those fifth graders aren't real fifth graders.
Nah, I know that, but I'm saying like legitimate. Like we
Those
should
are-
do a segment in the future
Yeah.
and maybe the next episodes where we do like questions like that.
I will
'Cause, like
lose
the whole thing
everything.
with 50 states, bro. I think that would be
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
I know.
How much do you retain from school?
Well, the thing is, they first of all, are you smarter than a fifth grader? Don't ask you like things you
Fifth
learn in
grade.
school.
Yeah,
They ask you things that you should have learned like around the world or something.
that's true.
And then
That's
secondly,
true.
they have like kids that are like kids that just graduated college but
Jeez.
look like fifth graders. So they can get you on there
That's
and be like,
facts.
yeah, we're not. You think they're really trying to bring people on there to lose money? No, they're trying to keep that.
Like, come on.
I'm really down for like some Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader or like Jeopardy or
Yeah, we can definitely
Wheel
hook
of
those up.
Fortune.
We can make that happen.
Get this
That was
little
good. That
spinny
was,
wheel.
that was pretty cool.
You got
We get the
wheel
one that has
spin.
like 6 different slices and it's just
Yeah.
yeah,
Spin
Get
The
the
one
small
that
one.
spins forever.
yeah.
I got another one.
Okay.
There's this one show, or this one cartoon called the Bernstein
Bears?
Bears, where somewhere in the name it was either an E or an A when you said like Bernstein.
That
Okay.
was actually on there, but I didn't want to ask y'all because I'd never heard of that, so I didn't want to make y'all go through that.
I know Berenstein Bears.
I didn't, so I was gonna make y'all. was
Either
gonna
way,
ask
I
y'all.
don't know what the Mandela effect is, but I knew about it.
I think it was with an A instead of an E.
I got one.
But then again, I could be wrong.
Caillou had cancer.
Caught you had cancer.
Caillou. You don't know Caillou?
the bald kid.
The bald white kid.
He probably had cancer. I don't know who that is, so I really can't speak on it.
Nah, I was just kidding, bro. He didn't have cancer.
Oh,
He was just bald.
I don't know who that is.
and cried a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's like one of those like shows that you never want to watch again. You're like,
I had
as a
that.
kid, I watched that.
I had that.
Caillou,
So-
really?
So I have a
force.
pretty cool segment here that I actually. So it's accidental inventions, true or false. So some of these were accidentally created, but then some, well, they were all accidentally created, but some have the correct of how they were accidentally created, and some I have a little twist on them, and I just want to see if y'all can
Factor
kinda-
Cat we're playing.
yeah,
He's
pick
finna-
out which one is which. So the first one we have is super glue. So it was first attempted to use a substance to create plastic gun sights during World War II, which became problematic because it stuck to everything.
Mm.
And then they experimented with the glue yet again, this time to develop heat-resistant jet airplane canopies, becoming frustrated yet again by its uber stickiness.
This is facts because there's no way you concocted a story that deep. There's
Oh,
too
so-
big of words in there for you.
I'm not gonna lie, some of these are gonna be some. There's gonna be some good ones in
Super
here.
glue.
It
Used
sounds
as a-
extremely like retarded to me. Like there's no way that's true. So it's gotta be true.
used for sights.
Yeah.
For, what,
Guns,
AR
gun
or
sights
gun
in World
sights?
War II,
Like,
and then they got rid of it because they were too sticky. So then they used it on aircraft canopies.
Yeah, I believe that's true.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with true on that.
It is true.
I bet
Oh,
you. Will.
That is true.
I knew it.
Next one is Viagra.
Oh, boy. Cap. It's already Cap.
We'll
Go
see.
Go ahead. Go ahead. That's not my final answer.
So Viagra actually comes from chemicals inside plants. It's a root, like like vanilla, how
Mhm.
vanilla comes from like inside the plant or whatever.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it was discovered when farming animals would get enraging boners.
Can't even get through it.
Y'all are laughing. Y'all got me.
Yeah, you got me.
So they
My
get
bad.
enraging
Good.
Can't even do it. See?
because you keep laughing.
That's some interesting
Because
wordplay.
you keep repeating the same part.
So it was discovered when the animals would get all enraging boners while eating specific plants.
It's even sound effect got me, bro.
So they narrowed it
man.
down to which plant it was. Then humans started eating them to reap the benefits.
Let me guess. They got enraging boners.
You can add that in there if you
I
want
can't
to.
put it down.
That's the story?
Yep.
That's facts. I know it actually is a plant, but I don't know if the actual like Viagra brand uses that or chemicals.
feel like it
But I know
used-
there is plants that do the exact same thing.
What are they,
I went to like I went,
hermaphrodites or whatever?
I don't
Isn't
know.
that?
I went
They
to
make you
Belize.
horny.
I went to Belize and they made like they like literally they're
Yeah.
like take a bite of this.
Yeah.
and you're like you'll be hard for hours.
What do you think?
I'm gonna think. I think I'm gonna go with false. Cause I don't know. I feel. I don't know.
That's facts.
So you think it's true and you
I
think
do
it's false?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely just winged that out of left field. I'm
Damn.
not gonna lie to you.
Bro,
I
really,
thought
bro
it-
really added in
Enraging.
Enraging boner. I wanted to get more elaborate. I kind of got lost towards the end because I didn't know how to finish it. But
I thought maybe it was kind of out there, but then again, I was like I said, it is a plant.
yeah,
So
I don't know if it
it
is or
might not
isn't.
be.
I just kind of winged it.
Oh,
So this one's actually just for you because I actually went over this with Ryder before, and I thought this would just be a good one. So it's
Oh.
actually, have you ever heard of the phrase "pissing like a racehorse"? I have to piss like a racehorse.
Piss like a racehorse. Nah, I don't think I've ever heard that one.
You ever heard anybody say like I have to piss like a racehorse right now?
it's like you got to pee real bad.
Yeah, like you gotta go pee now.
I may have heard it. I think so.
So it's actually a huge thing. Like you hear it a lot with older people, and it started from pissing like a racehorse comes from a saying in the early like 1900s when horse races were very popular, and horses would stop. The horses would stop mid race and just piss all over the racetrack, and that's what caused people.
Don't
yeah.
bet on that horse.
Yeah, they would just stop mid race because they would stop. What the only job was to race, and they would stop in the middle of the race and just start pissing, and that's where the phrase came from.
I thought it was always said I gotta take a raging piss. Yeah, that don't sound right though. I don't.
The saying is a true saying. It's
Oh,
the story behind it. Is
Oh.
it true or false?
I'm true.
You think that's true?
Maybe yeah. I'm gonna stick with
You
it.
could see it. Cap.
It is Cap. I just
Dude,
I
he
didn't.
told me this at work, bro, and I 100% believe this
He
guy.
100% believe me, and like I ain't gonna lie.
And he
I said
proceeds to tell one of our coworkers this, bro. Probably thinks, and he never,
I
he
know-
never told him that he was lying.
Yeah, I
He
never told him I was
me he
lying. And I was always told the saying, but nobody ever told me where it came from. And I was like, I just told Ryder this one day, and I literally just came up with it on the fly. and it was like very fluent. I think
It does
it
sound
rolled right off my
legit.
tongue. Like I
take
just
a raging piss.
got a raging piss is what some say, but if you talk to older people, they'd be like, I got pissed like a racehorse right now.
I say the same.
I gotta go take a wang.
What?
So so another one is the next one is anesthesia.
Okay.
Anesthesia comes from a group of four guys. Four guys created it. Well, they didn't create it. They found it, right? In the early 1900s, they tried all types of drugs and came across nitrous oxide. By inhaling nitrous oxide, and they discovered that it would take their pain away. And they took it to parties and events to see if the effects, to monitor the effects on people at these. So it's kind of like they were like big druggies, and
Sounds about right.
and yeah, and they took this to multiple parties to kind of see the effects of it, kind of along those lines.
I don't know. Last time you hit me with in the 1900s, so I don't know if I believe it, but I could see it. So I'm gonna go
Four
with
guys
I believe it's true. I believe facts. Let him cook, bro. He's cooking over here.
I feel the neurons firing.
Just don't even think about it. Fact or cap. Fact or cap. Fact or cap. Just hit it.
50-50.
That's 50-50, bro.
I'm gonna have to say that sounds as crazy as it sounds. I'm gonna have to say true.
Give me 1 second.
That means it's true.
No, I was trying to look at something because I did.
Watch one of these. He would have made up, and it's actually gonna be true. It's like
You got me. Yeah, I think true. Take the pain away. Give me some of that nitrous oxide.
I believe it. It definitely.
It's like it is true.
Yes.
I was trying to find out.
That's like
Yep.
that new stuff with
I
the,
kinda
the
like took-
helium.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Galaxy gas.
Yeah, the
Galaxy
galaxy gas. I wanted to take.
Zombifying yourself.
'Cause
That's
I-
kind of crazy. That's whip it.
Yeah.
Like literally, that was
They
the stuff
took-
that was in the cans of the what's it called.
The
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Yeah.
And now people are just inhaling
I
the.
remember our chemistry
know.
teacher told us about that. He used to tell us that you could get high off that.
Mr.
And we were like,
Penn.
what the heck?
High off of what?
The cream, the air in the whipped cream, because it's the same thing.
Nitrous
I've never heard
oxide.
that.
Well, you're hearing it now.
It's like if you didn't like, you know how you hold a bottle down to get the stuff out.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Well,
that-
if
all
you
that.
hold the bottle up
You gotta,
and do it, it just lets the gas out, and that can technically get you high. It's the same thing as what they're selling as Galaxy gas.
They're like
That's
That's
Yeah.
where it came
Walmart,
from.
all in like Walmart.
Yeah, they used to ban like kids under the age of 18 coming in and buying it because they would just be coming in and buying bulk
Yeah.
like whipped cream.
Okay, I got the next
They
one.
go for like really expensive, like 300.
Oh, facts.
So the next one is matches. Matches were accidentally invented. They were accidentally invented by stirring a pot of chemicals in the early 1800s, and a man pulls the wooden stir stick out of the pot and tried to wipe a glob of chemicals stuck on the table. And instead of wiping off, the chemicals ignited. As a result, matches were born.
That sounds a bit too convenient.
Yeah, I'm gonna call cap on that.
I'm gonna give it a no go.
It was actually true.
I knew it. Oh,
Ah.
that sucks. I mean, I didn't because I said cap, so I guess I didn't know it.
I didn't know it, but I knew it.
I second guessed myself. I was like, I don't know about
Like,
that
that just
one.
sound. How?
Yeah, bro's stirring some chemicals and he happens to just light
Yeah.
that shit.
What was
Yeah.
the service that he scratched? Because now it takes some. They have the stuff built on the side
yeah, like
for you.
sandpaper.
Right. He must have been
That table must have been
made out
rough.
of rough glass. Get off.
Ah!
Ooh.
The last one I got is fireworks. So, according to legend, a cook was simply experimenting in the kitchen. A cook accidentally mixed together charcoal, sulfur, and saltpeter. Common kitchen items in 2,000 years ago when the mixtures was compressed into a bamboo tube. Why the cook did that, we have no idea, but it exploded and now we have fireworks.
I feel like fireworks date back way further. Because I know.
It was gunpowder with the guns.
Yeah,
I thought.
gunpowder. I think it was somewhere in eastern China, like millennium back, where they had like discovered like gunpowder and what was like playing with like explosives.
And colors and stuff.
Yeah,
I think you're capping.
I'm gonna say.
I think you made that.
It's actually true.
No way.
It is true. According to legend, it is where it was
Man.
where
There
fireworks.
was just so many big chemical words in there. I was like, he just probably looked up some random ass chemicals.
I probably could have. And I probably should have, just to kind of throw you off a little
When
bit
you
more.
add in the sulfur and then you mix it with the granite,
And then you get the kaboomy.
it goes kablam, and then
Man, you got me, bro.
right. So,
Ah,
Hey, man, good try.
you know,
some
speaking
good ones.
of us going back in time, we're gonna take y'all on a little bit of a nostalgic trip here. So, first question is, when y'all were growing up, what was one of the best moments that you had in your elementary school?
Story time.
Story time.
Story time. We didn't. We didn't
This
have
guy's
story
like,
time.
I don't have a memory of elementary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Recess
Oh,
time was
man.
the best.
Okay.
But you don't got no memories?
A recess. I used to go for like 400
You
yards,
ain't got no memories,
passing, 5 touchdowns, throwing, 5 touchdowns. I was
bro?
all
Give us a story
American.
about the elementary, bro.
A story about elementary.
Hit us with some flyback.
Long ago, when I was in
Oh,
elementary, I was the
I went
best
to
football. I
recess.
swear to God, if they had my highlights from elementary, I would be Hall of Fame now.
This kid's playing by himself.
You know, one thing I always hated about elementary though is like right after recess, and we had like these the water push things
Mhm.
that would shoot the little water dispensers out, and like you would drink it, but then the teacher would have you on like a time. They always had like a kid that watches you get like 5 seconds to sip.
That's
I was like, I just had a Hall of Fame game, and you're gonna give me 5 seconds? I would get back in line and have to come back and drink more water.
Tax.
I was like, man, that sucked. I think one of the things I remember most about elementary though, we had a field trip to like St. Augustine. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I had one of those.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got hella memories from elementary, so
I don't
I
know.
can give you hella if you want.
CTE getting with me, my boy.
That's probably why I
Like,
can't
two
remember.
of them.
Yeah.
Nah.
So the guy hit with 2, and he's like,
In the elementary school, he got hit up like 2.
What's your name, little one?
But
name.
I don't know.
I think everybody in elementary has some kind of like football like career.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
like
man.
for me, my this was like later in elementary, so like 5th grade.
Yeah.
But our teacher used to always so we were only supposed to go to recess on Friday. He would bring us out every single day,
Yeah.
and we would play football. So like it would literally be like all the boys and some girls that were playing, and he was always the quarterback for both teams. And it was like us
Yeah.
playing routes and stuff at recess, and he got in so much trouble for bringing us out to recess every single day.
Yeah.
But so that was a pretty good memory. And then one of my other really good ones of how I met Jason, which is one of our buddies. We used to do archery at the school, like
Yeah.
after school basically, and we would always be waiting on the coach after school. So like the guy that did it was also the coach.
Yeah.
So we'd have to wait on him to like get rid of the kids that were still there and like clean up a little bit. So we would play football, but we didn't have a football, so we would play with Jason's shoe. And it was me, Jason, and then like my 2 other buddies that I knew from elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd play football with Jason's shoe. Because,
Go
it
long.
didn't have to be Jason's shoe, but everybody was like, oh, we need a shoe. And nobody wanted to give up their shoes. But Jason
Yeah.
was always like, I'll give it. And he took his shoes off, and then we'd play with his shoe.
Jesus.
It was like the craziest thing. It's like, bro, you want the
Right.
shoe?
Sir,
Yeah.
go.
And then pacer tests.
The
Pacer
I was
tests were
literally
some
just thinking about the
crazy
pacer test.
memories.
We had this game called Colors. Colors was it was almost like a version of pacer test, but you had to like the kid in the middle would have to call out a color, and then if your color get called, you have to
Oh,
run
yeah, I remember
across
that
kind of
too.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Octopus tag.
so we had that, but and then a little bit of soccer. We had like this wall. It was kind of like a wall that would block off, so like that was like the touchdown or
Mm,
the goal area kind of stuff. So if you got over there or whatever in the basketball court,
yeah.
we played a lot of kickball. Kickball was pretty cool.
Yeah. I got 2 more memories.
Let me hear
So my elementary school, my class, actually one of my good friends that was in the class was also the principal's son of the school. So like a couple mornings, like we would do like slushy ticket selling.
Mhm.
So like at when you went to PE, which was with the coach that did the archery,
yeah,
you could buy slushies, but you had to have the tickets. It was like
Yeah.
25 cents a ticket. Well, me and my buddy, the principal's son, would sell the tickets in the morning, because we were like, wow, whatever. We're always there early because we both, we're car riders instead of bus. So
yeah,
we always get there early and we're like, all right, we'll sell them. So we'd sit out there and we'd sell them. Well, sometimes we'd oversell them for like 50 cents, collect the
wow.
money, and then, we'd get a ticket or 2. and then also be with him being the principal's son. I was allowed in the principal's office all the time.
Yeah.
Well, he had a big closet in the office that had like all kinds of stuff. And I remember me and my buddy used to grab 9-volt batteries and put a paper clip on them, which basically it would make it really, really hot.
Yeah.
The battery would get so hot because of the, the positive and negative with the paper clip.
Yeah.
So we would sell them as pocket heaters. And we used there was a couple times where kids started fires.
So you're just giving cancer out.
Cancer? No, we were giving
started
bombs.
They started their arson journey early.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't mean to. It never came back to us. But I also used to sell stickers for 25 cents. SpongeBob stickers. I had a whole book. I got yelled at about that because I was not supposed to be selling things at school.
But not yelled at by some batteries.
Yeah, and then I got this memory is like kind of too, but so I was a player back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in elementary school, the coach, the same dude that did archery, the same dude that did everything, he was the stepdad of one of the girls that was at the school, right?
Yeah.
And this girl's mom was a teacher at the school. I like this girl. So long story short, I was in elementary school and I dated this girl, right? So, we were kids. So, I mean, dating, blah, blah, blah. We're dating. We hold hands.
Yeah, holding hands was dating in elementary.
Either way. So we held hands.
A hug was like crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Everybody got blown.
So, but yeah, either way, I was like, yeah. And then, so she would go home and talk about me to her parents and stuff, that's my boyfriend, blah, blah. So the coach used to give me free slushies because I was his daughter's girlfriend. I mean, his stepdaughter's girlfriend. So that was dope. But then there was one day.
You were her girlfriend?
Oh, my bad. My bad.
He said girlfriend, and then he fixed it, and then so I thought he was gonna say boyfriend, and then just said girlfriend again.
It's okay. It's okay. But
I think you were her girlfriend.
No. Either way, there was one day that I don't remember how it happened, but there was a ball that fell or something. Like she was holding a ball and I don't know, someone slapped at her hand. Either way, the ball left her hand and it went pretty far. She's like, "Can you go get that for me?" And I was like, "Come on, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, we're done." I was like, "Sorry, bro."
That was crazy.
And there was this other time, bro, I thought I had Riz, bro. There was this other girl. Bad. I thought she was so hot. And of course, I'm in elementary school and I'm like, bro, what can I do to get this girl's attention? And she kind of looked at me, bro. I gave her a wink. I said, "Bah." And I was like, damn, that was the dumbest thing I could have done.
Yeah.
I don't think she ever talked to me ever again. I mean, I talked to her a little bit, but I was like, nah, dude, this is bringing back crazy memories, bro.
Yeah.
There's another time where I was in class with these two girls, right? And I think we were doing something on the computer, and they happened to be right next to me, right? And I was like, I don't even know why this came up, but I was like, I can hold my breath forever. And they were like, what? And I'm like, I can hold my breath forever. And then so they're like, well, prove it. So I start holding my breath, right? And I just breathe through my nose.
Yeah.
And then these girls, they were like, there's no way. And then they're like, check his nose. And I just hold my breath when they checked my nose.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they're like, oh my God, he's still doing it. I just stop. I just breathe through my nose again. I think I sat there for a good 4 minutes, just pretending I breathed. Yeah, they thought I was
breaking the record.
I thought I was the GOAT, bro.
She was like, call Guinness.
Yeah.
Call him now.
It was even crazier that the same girl that I dated, that was the coach's daughter.
Yeah.
Or stepdaughter, whatever. I keep mixing up. But either way, I actually told her, I thought I was the G, but I had the Riz. So I told her that I actually had a grizzly bear and a baboon as a pet. And she ate that shit up. And I was like, I have it. And she's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, yes, I do. I came home. Well, my mom used to be a designer. So she used to have Photoshop.
Oh.
And she used to work with it all the time. So I was like, Mom, can you please make it look like I have baboon? And Mom was like, oh, that'll be so funny. So she made it like me holding my arm out with a baboon on my arm or something.
Yeah.
I brought that shit into school the next day, and she's like, oh my God. Dude, she told her mom, why there's a baboon? All this stuff. And it's still so funny to this day. I'm like, nah, I was literally him, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was
I was like a little bad crap kid at school. In elementary, it was the worst. I was ate glue because I thought it was cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you
dude, he's the kid that you didn't want to hang out with.
Yeah, for sure.
Eat glue.
I was bad, man. I was like, they would put me in different classes and all that stuff. I was like,
You'd be the one that you'd be in class, and they'd be like, "This is Ronald. He's in our class today because he was acting bad."
oh
in
yeah,
so-and-so's
they would always send me to
class."
somebody else's class.
Oh man.
Oh my
I don't
God.
think I was ever really in my class. I wish I could go back to elementary and just like see all my old teachers and stuff. It'd be so cool. To be
I
like,
don't think they'd like you.
Yo, young man.
No, actually,
chill out, bro.
I think they would though, because I was like after elementary, it was kind of like changed. Like elementary, I was a little like crapper, but like middle school, I was fine. I got into more into sports. Like elementary, I was like the athlete king, and then like
Athlete
yeah, I was like
He was the guy.
I was like, I'm telling you, I was throwing for like 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, then like running for like another 10 touchdowns. Like it was crazy. And then it always comes down to like whoever scores the last point wins the game. No matter,
Yeah.
you could be blowing them out like
Yeah.
yeah.
85-0.
Oh,
And
we
it's like,
gotta
time
go.
is about to
yeah,
end.
yeah, they start blowing the whistle. Hey, next score wins. It's
Yep.
whoever has the ball. So it's like, no, everybody goes crazy.
That's facts.
And then everybody's like, you're so hot and sweaty. And then like you get back in class and it's like, everybody's like, I need water. I need water.
Go to the water
That
fountain.
was the other thing, bro. It was like bathroom. Oh, I got
Oh.
a story.
Yeah.
I got a story, bro.
I hate
Elementary school. This is probably the most nostalgic moment that I will never forget in my entire life about elementary school. All right, so I'm in class. I'm like, man, I gotta pee. So how this school worked was like there was outside bathrooms that were like you had to go outside of your classroom, like go all the way to like another building, and then there was like bathrooms that were like open to the outside, like you could walk in,
Yeah.
and there's male and female. So I'm like, I raised my hand. I'm like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. She said, okay. And it would have been easier for me to go to the outside bathroom than like the one on the other side of the school. Like I would have had to gone to another one that
Yeah.
was inside, but I'm like, whatever. So I walk out. I go to this bathroom, right? I'm in elementary school. I can't remember what grade, probably like second, something like that. So I'm walking to this bathroom, right? I just hear noise. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I kid you not. There is this kid with his pants down to his ankles, which I mean, everybody did that.
Did
But
though?
I didn't.
I never
but
did that. That's
a
what I'm
lot of
saying.
people did, but
I
not
may
in school.
have.
That's kind of crazy. But either way, kid pants down to his ankles,
I've seen it.
pissing in a drain, like the drain.
Yeah.
Like the bathrooms had drains, so like if
Yeah.
it flooded or something, it would go in the drain. And this kid has his hand on his heart, singing, "I'm proud to be an American." And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? I'm like, I just gotta pee. So I go pee. Like I
Yeah.
just like ignore this kid as he's pissing in the drain right now. And then my other buddy comes in, and I'm so happy he did, so that somebody believes me that this was happening. And I guess he just happened to come from another class at the exact same time. And we both to this day will never forget this moment. Because he did it for
Yeah.
so long. He peed for like a good 2 minutes and was singing the whole time. I'm just like, who does this?
I'm pretty sure I've seen kids with like pants down to their ankles, like in middle and high school. I'm almost like
Bro,
I've seen
grow-
it in
y'all gotta-
every. I've seen it in every grade level.
You know what
bro.
the
Y'all gotta
craziest
grow up,
part is,
bro.
though? The people that shit at school.
Yeah.
They have the biggest, like, I don't know
Yeah.
how they have that much
They're
confidence.
very free life spirits.
Bro, they will blow up a bathroom.
Yeah.
Walk out while you're still in the bathroom
Yeah.
so you can see who did it.
Yeah.
And then just be like, I'm going on my day.
Yeah.
Dude,
And then you see them people around school, and you're like, that motherfucker.
that guy
That's the
blew
guy.
that
That's the
bathroom
guy that
up.
be pooping in there.
Dude, they do not care.
You know what's crazy too is because people would make fun of you if you took a crap
yeah,
at school.
bro, literally.
But if you were like one
you
of the
would get
people,
like the laughing stock.
yeah. But if
if
you were
you
like
did
one
it.
of the common kids that did it, nobody
No one
cared.
cared.
Nah,
Nobody would
yeah,
even
yeah.
say anything.
Dude, he was
like, yeah, he commonly does that.
in high school, there's pictures going around
Yeah.
of like people like snapping like
You can't even
pictures
be
of
in the
people while they're
stall.
using the bathroom.
Yeah.
In the stalls. I'm like, bro, if that was me, I'd be livid.
Yeah.
I'd kill somebody.
He said, I'm
After I
shooting this-
finish wiping, bro, we fighting.
I mean, yeah, you better
why you-
run real
But it's-
fast.
I'm wiping on you.
Why you taking a pic?
Yeah, our buddy Daniel, every time in high school when he used to go to the bathroom, we always had chains like on the bathrooms. Like
Yeah.
you could close the whole bathroom
Yeah.
because the janitors would go in and clean, they close the bathroom down.
Yeah.
Danny would just go over, lock the chain, go in there, you do his business, come back out, unlock the chain, and go
Yeah.
back to class. I was like, that's smart.
We had,
Should've
in
done
high
that.
school, we had a kid. So our bathrooms were in the middle of like our hallways. So like all the classrooms were.
Oh yeah.
So you had like half classrooms one way and half classrooms the other way,
Yeah,
with the
I know what
bathrooms right in the middle.
Mhm.
And we had kids like blow up the bathroom with fart spray,
Oh.
and
Oh,
it stunk.
God.
It stunk the
I remember.
whole building. and everybody had all the doors open, the windows open. Then we had to open everything all day long, and everybody around school was talking about it. That was the first time I've ever smelled fart spray, and that stuff is strong.
Speaking of that, I got a story from CFAA, bro. I think I was like a senior or a junior. I think I was a senior though. I don't remember who it was, but it was like midway through the day. I'm walking upstairs to get in my next class, and I'm hit with, God, what is that? And it just keeps getting worse the higher you go. I'm like, bro, what is going on? I see them running. The people were spraying it. They run through the door. I'm like, what is happening? Someone done sprayed some liquid ass. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, that's what they call it, liquid ass.
I'm like, bro, it lingered the rest of the day.
Yeah, stuff
bro.
does not go away.
Nah, that's crazy.
That is chemical warfare, bro.
It is chemical work. That stuff stinks so bad.
I'm probably about to oust myself right now. But in high school, in my senior year, I only had like 2 periods. Like, cause I was already like done with a lot of classes. I did college mainly, so I would go into the school for like 2 periods. Well, in the morning, me and a bunch of my buddies would go to the gym and work out. Well, I had a protein shake that day. Of course, you guys know I'm lactose intolerant. I didn't know that whey protein had milk. So I didn't really understand that. I just kind of made it and I was like, oh, it's gas. And I used to use, well, I used to use whey protein with almond milk because I can drink almond milk. So I was like, oh, I'm good, Bro, I had this protein shake and I've been drinking protein shakes, a couple times. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm good. Well, this one time I drank the protein shake, got to school. After we went to the gym and stuff, got to school. And then I was like, I'm going through my day, and bro, it's like the last couple of minutes of the last period of my second period for that day. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, bro, I'm feeling bad. Like bad. Like my stomach, every time, like if you're lactose intolerant, anytime you have like milk, your stomach is like literally bubbling. Like you're just like, oh God. Like it comes and goes. It's like so much like pain.
He's over here dying. Trayvon's dying the whole time.
Come on, don't make fun of me, bro.
Oh my God.
He said, yeah, I couldn't hold it.
Dude, like milk is like, it makes your stomach bubble.
It just came out like milk, too.
I'm telling you, bro, it literally is like agony for 5 minutes, and then it goes away, and you're like, oh, maybe I'm good. And then it comes right back. And it's like pain again. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And then I'm like, all right, I'm checking myself out because at 18, you could just check yourself out. So I went to the office. I'm like, I'm done. I'm going home. And they're like, the period's almost over. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going. I'm leaving. Take me as absent. I don't care. So I'm literally like coming out of the building, squatting my ass, like so I don't shit my pants. I get to my car, unlock the car, get my car. I'm just like hauling ass as fast as I can go. But I'm trying to maintain the speed limit because I'm like, I don't want to get arrested or get a ticket. Yeah. So I'm like going as fast as I can, bro. Stoplight after stoplight after stoplight. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I literally called my dad. I'm like, Dad, I'm about to die. I'm about to shit my pants. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. I called into work. I was like, I'm not coming today because I was supposed to be at work in the next hour. I'm like, I'm not doing it. Yeah. So I'm literally trying to get home, bro. And I literally I feel it. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing this. I'm not shitting on the side of the road. So I'm like, oh, it feels like it's in my throat. So I just I get out, throw up on the side of the road. I'm good. I still had the shit really bad, but that relieved so much pressure. So I went home and of course I did my business and I felt better after I took some pills, but I was like, oh my God, that was the worst day ever at high school. Cause I didn't want to get trapped in the bathroom. With the problem with lactose intolerant, bro, when you're going, you're going. Yeah. So I'm not getting stuck at the school, of course, with millions of kids, and I'm just shitting in the bathroom. Yeah. I'm shitting bricks in the fucking bathroom, and the kids are like, "Hey man, that guy's been in there for an hour.
Look at his feet. Who is that?
Yeah, that's the other thing, bro. I got his shoes. Yeah, they know you buy your shoes.
I got his shoes.
I saw a couple times kids in there with no shoes on, so they couldn't get spotted.
So yeah, they ain't catching me. That's when you get their skin pigment. I'm lying that bit up.
That guy. But yeah, no, I was like, that was one of the worst days.
Now we had this football locker room, so all the athletes, all the football players got their own.
Got that specialty.
Yeah, but you had to go if you were you had to either wait because if you weren't on that side of the school, because the school was pretty big campus, so it was but that was the only way. I would never. Yeah, I never crapped in the school bathroom because they were disgusting, man. The urinals were never really working, and then stuff. It was like nobody
Dude.
took care of those stuff.
We had, sorry if I cut you off there. We had the trend, like when we were in high school, the trend of people stealing stuff or breaking stuff in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, yeah, the devious lick bullshit. Bro, someone took a fucking sink.
Yeah, we had to go,
Bro,
we had a missing
why?
sink.
I'm trying to wash my hands.
You can have
bro.
nothing
Yeah.
nice.
Literally, I think they broke a urinal. Like we're like
Yeah.
clogging the toilet, like
Took
the
the door
urinals and
off.
stuff. We're
Yeah.
spraying like paint and shit on the urinal. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to piss. And then they're
Yeah.
like, all right, guys, we're shutting down the bathrooms.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? I need to piss.
Yeah.
Like I can't hold this all day, bro.
Yeah, no, they literally shut down the bathrooms like the whole day.
Yeah,
And we're all like,
that's-
what are we gonna do? And they're like, well, if you guys keep stealing stuff from the bathrooms,
Yeah.
they literally like stole like the thing that the paper towel dispenser. I'm like, what are you even gonna do with that? Like,
Yeah.
why?
The soap, man.
The only thing I could think of like really happened like that was like I
Yeah,
remember
the soap. There was
There
there
you
was
go.
never any soap. They would always steal the soap. And the ones that were in like the jugs, like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it wasn't like a hand. They would take
It was the bags.
Yeah, the bags.
Yeah.
They would take the bags.
it was the whole bags inside the plastic container.
Oh my god! All right, what were you saying?
No, I was saying because like a couple years ago, I was going to work and I had to drive my brother to school, right? And my car, I just started having car problems with it, and it was like overheating and all that.
Mhm.
And so we get like a little bit down the road, and it just starts overheating. And I call my brother's dad, and he was like, man, just call it a day, just bring it back and whatever, and then we'll see if we can fix it or what.
Right.
So I get it was probably like a mile or two away from my house, longest mile I've ever felt in my life. So like I was fully good, nothing wrong with me. And then we get out the car, check it, make sure everything's okay, get it back in. We start driving. As soon as I start driving back to the house,
Mhm.
my stomach started boiling. I don't know what happened, but it was on fire. And I was like,
Uh-oh.
good thing I'm good. I was like, good thing I'm going home because I don't know if I would have made it anywhere.
Yeah.
So we start heading home. Within like 2 seconds, my car starts overheating, right? And so it starts overheating. So I'm like, I can't drive it while it's hot. So we have to pull over,
Come on, you
and like we're like okay, and we're just making sure to let it cool down, start it back up, start driving a little bit. By the time we start driving the second time, I'm like, we have to make it home because if we don't make it home, I'm not making it home. And so it starts overheating again, and we're getting pretty close to the house, but we're still pretty far off, like pretty far. And so I pull over, and I literally start strangling the drive, like
the grip of the wheel.
yeah, the grip of the wheel and the e-brake. So my hand is shaking, and I tell my brother, I said, I don't think I'm gonna make this. Like I'm really struggling right now, right? And then
Were you driving?
I was driving.
Oh my
I was driving, and my
God.
brother was the passenger. So he's like, he's laughing at me, of course, and I'm over here. I'm literally like fighting my life and death scenarios over here, and it starts overheating. So like we have a couple water bottles in the back, so my brother put some water into it, and we're like, okay, we'll go. And then we made it right around the curb. It was still pretty far from the house, but we get this, and I'm like, I'm just so frustrated. I'm like, I don't think I can hold this. So I get out. And you're not supposed to pull the coolant cap while it's hot and all that.
Oh, you blew
And
it
I
up.
burnt my hand like on fire. I thought I almost felt something come out of my tush because I thought I'd just let it loose because I didn't even think about it. I just burnt my hand, right? And I was like, oh shit! I was like, this hurt. And we I put the water in. And I said, I don't care no more. I'm making it home. And I drove home as fast as I could. The car hot and everything. Literally yoked it into the driveway, pulled out, ran upstairs, and I literally just went crazy in that toilet. I didn't even turn on the light. I was creeping in the dark. I didn't even know if my shorts were down to my knees yet. I just,
You know when you just barely make it to the toilet on time,
dude.
the pants are still coming down.
I was sitting down. I was in the motion of sitting down, but I wasn't fully on the toilet seat yet. And all yours. The door was still open. The light wasn't on, and my drawers were not even fully down to my ankles
You
yet.
don't know how many close calls I've had where you're like so close to it and your pants won't come down.
It's like
please come down.
sometimes it's like my body knows when there's a toilet around because I can be like because I'm good all the way home. And then as soon as I start walking up the stairs, my stomach starts hurting. And I'm like, oh, that's a little weird. So I go into my room, right? I go in my room and I'm like, I'm about to hop in the shower. And all I feel is, I don't think I can grab my towel right now. So I run straight to the bathroom and I just go crazy.
There's only been like a couple times where I've been like mid shower and I'm like, oh God. Oh God.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's coming right now. And you're just like, open the shower with the water running, water everywhere. You're so sitting on the toilet, you're like drenched in water. And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
And you just start sliding everywhere. You're like slipping in and stuff. I just I kind of just open up the shower curtain and face the toilet and hopefully spray and pray. Or you just like throw it in your hand. You just throw it in your hand and throw it in the toilet. 3-pointer.
The ones that where your shorts will come out be the worst. I be get so mad about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, bro.
You're literally pushing. You didn't have much time left.
I'm like, I gotta go. Get off.
I hate when you have belts on.
That's so much
You're
worse.
trying to fight the belt. I've had it where I couldn't get the belt, so I just like yank my shorts all the way down.
There's sometimes where I'd be like burning. I'm so hot. I'm like ripping clothes off.
So this is another thing. So I have this thing where okay, so if I'm anywhere, so if I'm at my house or I'm at my grandparents' house, I will literally get full on butt naked when I'm taking a dump. Because I have to get comfortable, bro. But if I'm anywhere, I'm like fully clothed.
I hope so. Hey, yo, you good at it? All right, he's naked.
It's because when I'm at home.
He said, hey, you mind if I use your bathroom? Bro, outside the door, the bathroom is
if I have enough time, if I have enough time, I'll be at my house. I'll take my clothes off, fold it nicely, put it on the little shelf, and I'll just be fighting my demons over there. It's a war that I need to handle by myself.
I can't
listen, I can't go to the bathroom, specifically number 2, without like taking everything out of my pockets. I can't have socks on.
Yeah.
Like I've got to have a specific set.
That's why at home I'd be butt naked.
There's some times where you're just like, I can't make it. They need to go now.
Yeah.
And you have to like avoid all things you hate. But it's like my pants will come down.
No, what's the worst I'll ever experience? My worst on the toilet. It got so bad. I had to have my mom bring my pillow.
What?
A pillow's crazy.
I was when I was a little kid, I was constipated. So I had to take some stuff, and it was very uncomfortable. And I kid you not, I didn't get off the toilet for like a good 2 hours. Like your legs feel like the static TV. You know what I'm talking about? Like you can't move. You can't move, especially when you're like leaning on your knees and stuff. And I was like, you literally start falling asleep on the toilet. You know. Like you literally have nothing left in your like system after that.
Yeah, you just feel like you have to go, but
well, it happened because the reason I got constipated was because I would not poop at school. So when I was in elementary,
oh my
I would
God.
I would not go to the bathroom at school. So as soon as I got home, I would literally like blow it up, and my stomach started hurting. And they're like, "Yeah, you're just constipated." And you're like, "You just got to take this stuff." And I was like, "Okay." So
worst decision ever.
Oh yeah, it was freaking.
That came back to bite you hard.
Oh yeah,
it bit him in the ass.
Literally. And it's just like water coming out.
Oh,
it's horrible. But now I enjoy. Now I enjoy taking dumps every once in a while. It's like peace and quiet. I just get on the toilet.
Except when it's bad.
Yeah, except when it hurts. When it hurts, it's like something different. But like even a nice calm one.
Chill.
Yeah,
watching videos.
I like when the toilet is cold. No one else.
Oh
been
man,
on there.
that's one thing I talk
have
about.
You ever
People
been on that toilet when it's hot,
a warm,
sweaty?
hot. Oh my God, it's
Our
disgusting.
toilet at work has a window.
Yeah,
that's right there.
And the sun
it's
is
blurred.
always.
It's blurred. Yeah, but the sun is right
always
there.
Always shoots through. So I kid you not, it's
if you
like
have
a
to
sauna.
shit at like 2:00, you're cooked.
Yeah, you are sweating. Like you are sliding.
Dude, you're sliding. It's literally like I'm literally in there, and I guess maybe so that people don't stay in there for long. I'm just trying to shit.
Yeah, like
I don't want to be on my phone in there for like 20 minutes. I just gotta go. But when I'm in there and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like drenched in sweat on this toilet. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's a horrible spot, but
it is. It is terrible.
That was funny, bro.
Dude, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You got us cooked over here. Telling you, bro, old memories are crazy, especially ones like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was going through it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was going
crazy
through it.
Memories, bro.
I was going through it over there.
You ready? I got one about a girl. All right, this one's a long time. Is the same girl that I dated with her coach, the stepdaughter or whatever.
You were crapping when you were with her.
Nah,
You just said, I
nah,
gotta
nah.
go.
Couldn't be doing that, you know. So long story short, yeah, I dated her in elementary school. Of course, we broke up because I'm not getting that ball. You know, it was middle school. I was a little down bad, you know. What do I say? It happens. I was in Tennessee. I hit her up. I was like, "Hey, you want to be my girlfriend?" Straight off the bat, you know, straight to the point. You know, I gotta
Straight to
get.
the point.
I mean, we talked maybe a little bit, but probably like 3 days in, I was like, "You down?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, okay." So I swear we probably dated for like a week, and she broke up with me again. Or actually, I guess I broke up with her the first time. This time she broke up with me. I was like, "What's going on?" And we didn't even see each other. Literally, we just dated like through the phone. Like, it was like, "Hey, we should date." Okay, we did. Then she she literally was like, "All right, I'm good."
Kiss
And that
me
was
through the phone.
this was like summer of like 6th grade. So literally that happened, and then high school started. And this is the weirdest part about it, bro. I'm literally at my old job.
Yeah.
She hits me up. She's like, "Hey." I'm like, hey. And we haven't talked in like 4 years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "All right, hello." And she's like, "You want to come to church with me?" And I'm like, and I had one of my fake sisters with me, the ones that I consider my sisters. And I'm like, "Hey, what do I do about this?" I'm like, I think, do I go? Do I
Yeah.
not? I'm like, what is her goal here? And she's like, "You should probably go." And I was like, "All right, I'll go." And I'm like, "All right, it has been a while, so I'll go." So I go. We'd get to talking a little bit. That was kind of her opener to come, you know, get me to go and start talking to her. So we started talking a little bit, and she had some strict rules that she didn't want to date for 30 days, specifically 30 days. So, like I said, Post-it notes, 30 days, right? And we could not do anything other than talk and make sure that we're good for each other for 30 days. I'm like, "All right, I'm good. Sure, it works for me. I mean, I'm not trying to do nothing crazy, you know?" So we're talking and stuff, and you know, I'm under this assumption that we're waiting 30 days before we even date.
Yeah.
We're just talking and maybe going out from here to there.
Oh, you fool.
So I literally go to her house one time. We were watching like Nemo. I don't know. She really liked Disney movies. So we were watching some Disney movie. Then she tried to kiss me, and I was like, "Okay." And then she kind of stopped and was like, "Nah, never mind." I was like, "Okay, appreciate that." So just went on from there, and then like I said, her mother, I love her mother. I've known her mother for a long time. Her mother put like all the days on her mirror. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 30. It was like taking them off as days were going because she really wanted it to happen. Like I said, because I knew her mother great and stuff like that. She came over to my house. Different story, man. We started watching, I don't even remember what, Dune or something like that. Some crazy movie.
Yeah.
I guess it probably wasn't Dune. Dune came out after. I don't know, some weird movie. And she comes on to me. Tries to kiss me, right? I'm like, okay, I guess this is happening. I'm like, it is what it is, I guess. I'm
It's like J. Cole said.
Bro, I thought we were waiting 30 days, but I'm not gonna say no. So she like starts kissing me. And I'm like, "Oh, we're about to start making out." And I'm like, "All right, I'm ready." Then she stops, and I'm like, "What the fuck is
blue
going on right now?"
Facts.
I was like, "Okay."
She edging you low key.
I was like, "All right, I guess this is how it's gonna be." I was like, and she's like, "Nah." And I'm like, "Okay." And then she comes on to me again and starts kissing me again, and I'm like, "Oh, we're making out again." And then she stopped, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" I'm like, "What are you doing right now?" And then we just ended up stopping, and I was like, "Okay, that's sus." And I was like, "I mean, it is what it is, whatever." Maybe she just had some second thoughts about the whole 30 days thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Go back over to her house another time. Like I said, at this point, I'm still good. I'm not trying to come on. I'm 30 days. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I come out of her bedroom, and like her parents are over there, and we were talking to them a little bit. Then I walk over and I hear, "Hey," and I'm like, "What the fuck is that from?" So I walk down the hall a little bit, like where her so her bedroom's like in a corner area, and then her bathroom is like in the hall that's straight. So I walk straight, and she just comes out of the bathroom, kiss me again. I'm like, okay. And then that was it again. One kiss, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? I'm like, where are we at this point? Dude, I brought her to see my grandparents and stuff like that. You know, like I wouldn't say a date thing, but my mom, we went over there for her birthday. She came, met my grandparents, stuff like that. Like I said, I've known her my entire life since elementary school, so it is what it is. And then my buddy was like, "Hey, you want to come over to a party today?" And I was like, "Bet, man." And I told her, I was like, "Hey, you want to come to this party with all my buddies?" And she's like, "Sure." She did volleyball. So literally this morning, I wasn't this morning, but that morning, she's like, hey, we should go to this place that's only open on Wednesdays. And it's like a bakery. We'll go. Sure. So I go with her to this bakery place. We get some food. We take the food back to her house, eat the food. And her stepdad, the coach from elementary, was like, hey, he was also the volleyball coach, like an assistant or whatever. So he's like, hey, you want to go get some practice in like this afternoon? And she's like, she kind of looked at me, and I was like, yeah, you can go, whatever. I was like, it's not even till 4, so do that, and then I'll meet you there. Instead of her going with me to the place. And she was like, okay, sure, I'll go, and then I'll leave a little early, and I'll go hang out with you guys. I was like, all right, bet. So I drove to my buddy's house. We start swimming and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, it's like 3 o'clock. Because I came over early, like an hour or two early. And I'm like, damn, it's 3 o'clock, and it started at like 3:30. And I was like, I didn't hear nothing yet. So 3:30 rolls around. I'm like, damn, still nothing. So I text her. I'm like, hey, you coming? I never got a response, and I never texted her back. So I don't know if I got ghosted. I take it as ghosting, but I never checked because I was like, I'm not getting ghosted. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's really down bad whenever you like, hey, you coming? And then nothing. And then you're like,
Double
hey,
down.
are you there?
Yeah.
And like over the next couple days, they're like, are you there? Like a couple other things. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
So like we didn't even like, this is nothing. Nothing else was after that.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. But it is what it is, right? I swear to you, not but a week later, she posted TikTok, I can't commit. Like, so like, it was like a thing. It was like, my pros, I'm pretty, I'm this and that. But con, I can't commit. I'm like, what what is this?
You really just got
You were the one that wanted to
experimented.
do 30 days, and then you start coming on to me, and then you stop, and then we just never talk again. I guess it is what it is,
Well,
brother.
She said, you're only an experiment.
I guess I was, bro.
There's something wrong with me. I just
That's the fucking crazy one. It's not you, it's me. I bet it is.
Yeah, you don't gotta tell me.
You're crazy.
My observation told me that a while ago.
Yeah.
Snap, crack, pow.
Pop.
I don't know, bro. Anybody else got any stories? I'm just saying, I'm a wealth. I've got wealthy stories.
Wealthy stories?
Well, a wealth of stories.
Oh, well.
He's got an abundance.
Trevin, let's hear a little bit from you.
What you want to hear about?
I want to hear about you, my boy. Let's hear about that life.
That
You got
sizzle
some
pop.
You got some girly girls you want to talk about?
Are you
Speak
dating
to 'em,
anybody
huh?
right now?
No, not right now. I'm single.
Me? Ha, sorry.
Sorry.
That's a
But
little bit
nah,
on the side.
There was this one girl back when I was in high school. No, that was middle school. I think I was in like 8th grade. And I was like, dang, she is. 8th grade me was like, dang, she is. So I was like, dang, she's cute, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll tell my friends, like, bro, this girl's pretty. It's like, what do y'all think I should do? Go up there, just say something. I'm like, okay, bet. Because we had the same like algebra class.
Yeah.
So I think it was like by some miracle, by the luck of draw, because back then we couldn't really choose our seats. It was kind of like the teacher gave us like, here you sit with this person.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And we sat in like little triangles. It was like 3 people to a table. I was like, please, let me get this. Let me just sit with her, bro. Let me sit with her. And by the luck of the draw, she said my name, she said her name, and some other person's name. I was like, yes.
I said, lucky.
I'm like, lucky, let's go. So I start formulating. Back then, I didn't really think much. I just like went. So I tried like talking to her. And she was really, really shy, like really quiet. I'm like, dang, how am I going to make this work if she's not trying to make any commitment? So I knew her friend. I was like, yo, can you like tell me a bit about her? And can you like put me on? He was like, yeah, I'll try.
Totally thought bro was about to hit the girl.
I was like, come on, please.
You know her?
I was like, please make some
She
miracles
ain't even
happen.
talking to me.
Like, I like her. Like, he's like, okay, yeah, I'll try something. Week goes by. Nothing. I'm like, are you serious? Not even a little. Cause I'm like, hey, this one thing I will. This is 8th grade me. Cause me saying this now is gonna be like, yo, what the freak? Bro, she was dead, boy. She was dead, man. I was like, dang.
So what you doing with all that ass?
I never had a preference back then, but whew, I sure did that day. But to no avail, I couldn't get her. But I got another one.
But
this one dates back a little bit earlier.
Mm.
Back in my elementary, I think I was like 5th, 4th grade ish. So I used to go to McKeel. I'm not gonna drop any names, but this one girl, she was new, I was like, dang, she's kind of cute. Not saying that like, cause see, me saying that now is weird, but like back then
He's
he
like,
was
back
like,
then,
my
she was
past
cute.
tense.
back then he was like, man, she's cute, bro.
Like little me saying little her's cute.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly
no
like
diddy,
that.
no diddy.
Yeah.
So my friend, he knew her. And it was like, yeah, I know her. We're in the same neighborhood. I'm like, really? What? No way. Just silly talking. I was like, dang, I like her. You know, back then in like elementary, like you told one person that you like someone and they spread that like a
Yeah.
wildfire.
That's facts.
I was like, dang, I'm not ready yet. I gotta I gotta hold on. Y'all trying to. So like it was during lunch. Man, this is gonna be a sad story.
that took a weird turn.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a good
And-
one.
I thought so too. I was like, and they were trying to set me up.
They
with
was
this-
hyping you up, boy.
this weird like game, or like I think how it went. I think it was like some weird game where I'm trying to remember. I think it was called like Oreo. I don't remember the premise of it, but you pretty much like ask that person, would you date such and such or something like that? Would you go out with such and such?
You found that answer.
we going over 2 right now. And so when they ask about or they tell her or ask her about my name, I was like, from what because we were sitting at the same like lunch table. I was like on one side
Damn,
and she was
you
on
were
the
there.
other
It's
side.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And she was like, yeah, ew, no. I was like,
She said, "Ill."
yeah.
Yeah, when they hit a no, you still got a chance.
Yeah.
Like you still change that when it's ew no.
Yeah.
You should
We
just-
lost that one.
Yeah, that one's gone for the boys.
I went 0 for 2. And then
It's so depressing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Man.
Let's see. But yeah, honestly, in middle school to high school, well, before freshman year, before I transferred over, I didn't really have much going on. Like, I mean, I knew a lot of girls,
That boy's a Rizzler.
but like, yeah, I'll show y'all some pictures because
Oh, we getting
Ooh.
evidence.
Ooh, we
They
got
were-
evidence of these.
See, the
girls.
thing is, I feel like I think it's dating after high school is a weird thing because I feel like what I tell people is like I feel like you have to find who you're gonna date in high school
yeah,
because like after high school, man, it's like I don't really want to get on apps and all that,
yeah,
and I
Yeah.
don't want to deal with all that stuff, and like I'm not really like the person that goes out and
dating
stuff.
apps kind of crazy.
Yeah.
they're hit or miss.
Yeah, so I was
But,
like,
you definitely should go. Like, I think the best way to find a girl would be like just go to a college campus, go to UCF,
you ain't
bro.
lying, yeah.
Go to college campus.
Just go speed dating
Go-
on.
Nah,
So-
don't even go speed dating. Just go to a
so-
college campus, bro. They all fiending out there.
So this
Yeah.
was back in 2019. Chat, y'all can't see this, but I had girls taking
Which
my
one?
phone,
Oh, you're just okay.
He said I had
gotcha,
girls
gotcha,
taking my
gotcha.
phone,
taking pictures, bro.
taking my phone.
I couldn't believe it.
He's like,
Oh,
couldn't
he
even
and no
believe this.
snow bunnies.
Tres leche. That's what I saw.
That tres
Uh-huh.
leche.
Bro, speaking of one, I didn't really pursue her, but man, like just me being next to her like made people like jealous because like bro, she was like bad, like talking to school, like bro, if you could be with anybody, she was the girl
She
that
was
you
the
always
girl,
heard.
Yeah.
And like we always, so I was like, I wasn't like popular, but we had our group and they were pretty known, but not like at the top like that. We were
Yeah.
like in the middle-ish.
You were common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we all sat together in like a big little group during
Mm.
like lunchtime. This was more like towards middle school now, but man, like for some reason I don't know what I did, but she just liked to sit next to
Telling
me.
you, bro, to be funny, that's it takes, bro. I literally had one in
If
eighth
you
grade.
can make her jiggle.
I'm telling you, bro. I used to sat next to this girl in eighth grade.
Giggle.
Literally,
I said
like
jiggle.
it was
Like-
science class that I sat next to. Right? I'm telling, we were not friends. Like
Yeah.
we just like didn't like. I
Yeah.
didn't hang out with her. She didn't hang out with me. We didn't have like the same kind of friend group. But nice girl.
Yeah.
But I sat next to her, and like I said, in this chemistry class or whatever. I don't think it was chemistry. It was science. Either way, it was
Yeah.
eighth grade science, whatever that was. So I'm sitting next to her, right? I just make her laugh all the time, like literally, like hilarious, making her laugh.
yeah.
And I'm like, I guess I'm funny, but like my hair, I had the swipe over like
Oh.
ugly boy cut, and I thought I was him, bro. And of course, looking back, I'm like, what was I thinking, right?
I was
So,
"What
like,
is this?"
I was like, I'm making her laugh, like hilarious, right? And I'm not trying to like hit on her or anything. I'm just being funny, you know.
Dang.
And at the time, you were a guy, bro. Any chance you had to hit on a girl, you was hitting on a girl. She was pretty. I was like, I'm gonna Mac, but I'm not gonna be like weird about it,
Yeah.
So I was just being funny, like per usual and stuff. Dude, end of the year, last day, did not go to school because I never went to school on the last day of school. I was like, why go? It's a waste of time. My buddy Jason went to school, and she literally came up to him and was like, hey, can you give my number to Ryder? And I was like, ooh. I was like, good for me, but I felt so bad that she had to give it
Yeah.
to Jason. She's like, hey, here's my number.
But just
Can
like,
you give this to Jason? Or can you give this to Ryder? And I'm like,
Oh.
oh, man. And I'm pretty sure, I don't remember if Jason liked her. I don't think he did.
I don't think you went after that.
No, well, either way, he definitely didn't after that. But I mean, I never ended up talking to her. But I mean, she was a really nice girl. She was built for her age. What can I say? There was another girl, 8th grade. I think, I don't know how in the world I almost had a chance. Like almost. Like my mom described her as an hourglass body as an 8th grader. Dude, she was, God, she was thick, right? For me, I had ugly boy haircut here. And I was like, funny. I was talking. I purposefully sat myself next to her in our gifted class. Of course, of course I did. So I sat back there with her, and I made her laugh per the usual. And I was making her laugh like every single day, cracking jokes. I was like, hey, can I get your phone number? She said yes. I was like, okay, let me take that. Wrote that thing down. Literally, I brought her to the mall one time where we met at the mall with her friend, and I was hooking my boys up, Her friend, her name, I'm not going to say. Either way, her friend came to the mall with us, and it was like kind of like a triple date kind of thing. It was literally like me, her friend, and Lucas, and then another girl and Jason. But the other girl and Jason did not like that girl. But he just kind of went because we were there.
Yeah.
But he didn't go for like the date. Like I said, there was really nothing datey about it other than the fact that we all went to the mall.
Yeah, it was like the middle school date kind of thing.
You went to the mall together with some girls.
Right.
Yeah.
Either way, we were there. Pretty fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, weird as hell. She did not really talk to me. She was kind of awkward, even though she was pretty as hell. She was kind of shy and stuff like that. And so either way, kind of weird experience.
Yeah.
But I talked to her for a while, got some selfies of her, I was like, man, I am cooking.
I'm the man.
And then
now.
I don't think we ever talked. Like I think she just ended up one day was like, I don't think we're right for each other. And I was like, no, don't say that.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
Don't do this to me.
so it ended up never happening. But I mean, we still kind of talked a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure she has kids now. So
Oh damn.
yeah,
But
it was all worth it because I got my girl now. She's the best girl there ever was. Making that clear. I am taken with the best woman to ever exist on this earth.
Oh God, bro,
Cap.
he is. He taking.
Don't say that. I just gotta make
I
that
didn't say
clear.
anything.
Just gotta make that clear.
Yeah,
You want to hear some more stories about girls? I'm just kidding.
I said it. My story kind of ends there, like during.
This guy-
It just cut
I'm
off.
so sorry, bro.
until college. I mean, but, like,
Oh,
but
he
high
said
school-
my story just kind of ends.
once I transferred over to CFA, I was like, wow, there is no females here.
Mm.
So I was like, dang, this is gonna be a rough school year. So I was on the dry spout.
Hey,
So
think
it's on
about
dry
it.
spot.
It might have been rough, but guess what? You can still get them. That's
thing
on
is, where do you
game.
get them?
I'm telling you, bro. Even at that same school, I went to the same school as Trey in CFA, and that boy came a little late, bro. My 9th grade year, I came in fighting, boy. I cut my hair, didn't look like ugly boy side cut, had it a little spiked up in the front. I knew what I was doing.
Even worse.
Yeah, probably. But honestly, it was better than the side. The side was so bad. It looked like a toupee. So the straight up was fire. You know what I'm saying? Literally went into school, immediately picked out a sophomore. I was like, you're mine. So I date up. I'm like, hey, no way. I'm going to date down. Because I did date down 1 year. Like I was 8th grade. I mean, I was 9th grade. I dated 8th grade. And I was like, nah, this ain't for me. I was like, I need to go up. Right. So first person I found was like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was crazy. Should not have picked what I picked. It is what it is. But she was one of the prettiest ones out of the 4 that were at the school. So
Right.
I was like, you're mine. I'm gonna shoot my shot. Shot my shot. Made her laugh a little bit here and there. Got the phone number. I said, talked back and forth. I was really like, I went too hard, too fast. Was like, I love you.
Love bomb.
And yeah, she was like,
Oh,
I love
God.
you back. Next day, I'm never going to say that again. It was like, oh, shoot, man. I just shot that chance. And she's like, my mom just doesn't want me dating. And I was like, you're just lying. But it is what it is.
Right.
So we won't date, and then we just didn't date. And then the next year we were kind of like flirting a little bit. And I was like, hey, we can still do this. She's like, nah, my mom doesn't let it happen. And that's when I met my girl now, and I was like, kind of took her from a
Do you
guy.
still want to try?
Yeah,
I'll tell you that story
took it.
too. I did take that, but I take was mine. So, but yeah, the other thing was as soon as I started dating my girl now, that girl ended up dating somebody else. So I was a little confused in the fact that she said her mom wouldn't let her date, and then she started dating somebody. So
That's a
I was
lot.
like, you just lied to me. But it's okay, whatever. Like I said, got my girl. But I'll tell you that story. That one's a wonderful story. Wonderful. I won't go into full detail just for the person's sake. Long story short, she was brand new to the school as a junior. I was a sophomore at the time. Like I said, I date up. So I saw her. She was a junior. She was pretty to me. I was like, that's for me. And when I first saw her, kind of looked like a clown. She came from a school where she used a lot of makeup, and I did not really like makeup, and she used a lot. And she was a part of ROTC where she was from, so she came in as like a sergeant, or we were like other ranks, whatever, lower. So we did like color guards. I did color guards with the flag and the rifles and stuff. So I was always a rifle with my other buddy that had a rifle. And the first time I met her, we did a color guard, and she just had a lot of makeup. And I was like, ugh, not for me. I don't like makeup. So we did the whole color guard stuff. That was my first time of meeting her. And then I was like, nah, she ain't for me. I don't know. Maybe it's because the other guy started dating her. I was like, that's for me. But so like I said, didn't really talk to her very much. Of course, she was a junior, I was a sophomore, so we were kind of separate. Then one of our friends, not really our friend, he was kind of like a secondary friend, if that makes sense. Like he wasn't the core, he was kind of like an outside that we brought in sometimes. He started dating her, and I was like, man, she's pretty. Don't know, what switched there, but she kind of started to wearing as much makeup, and I think that's what kind of got it for me. And I was like, man, she's like stunning. So I was like, I want it. So it's honestly the guy's fault, honestly. Like I said, I kind of took it, but I kind of didn't at the same time, because like I was there for her when I was in that friend zone, but I kind of made her laugh, and I was making her laugh. Then I hit her with the eye contact, but when she looked at me, I like stared at her for like too long, but she stared back. So I was like, oh, I got something here. I can do this. So yeah, like I said, got her phone number, kind of talked to her a little bit. Nothing that was too far for her dating somebody else. But then, one night I called her. She was like not having a great night. She's like, he's not talking to me. Like he hasn't even talked to me in person for a week. All this, and I was like, it's all right, baby.
I'm here.
I'm here for you.
Ryder's here
I'm like,
for
you should break up with him. You should what? Not Brokeback Mountain. No, that is not what I was thinking. But so either way, I was like, break up with him. He's not even talking to you. Cut him off. So like in the next couple of days, she cut him off. I was like, hey, I like you. You want to go out on a date? And I took her to a park. We started talking, and bam, that was mine. And to this day, she's still mine. And still will be.
For how long?
Ever.
Forever.
Mm.
They liked it.
Yeah. What can I say, bro? Had it on me like that.
Did you though?
I did. I still do
I
to this day.
I guess so.
I'm the Rizzle.
There is a God.
I have a course if you'd like to sign up.
Charging for $5.99.
$5.99 for Riz Nation. That's
If
what I
it
call
fails, just try it on men.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that's not true. You got any stories? You got any female stories you can hit us with?
Female stories.
I know this boy's a fiend.
No. I wasn't. I don't have any female like my.
It's just guys. It's guys.
I mean,
stories.
in elementary, in like, so in elementary, I dated a girl, and then, we dated for a while, and then we stopped. But it was kind of like elementary, it's like that little like puppy love kind of thing. It was weird. Middle school,
so weird.
Middle school, I transferred schools, so I transferred 3 different schools in middle school. And then during that time, so it was actually funny. During that time, I went to my best buddy's house, right? And he lived like right next to the park, and there was this girl that lived right next to the park, and we started talking. We talked for a while actually, and kind of blew my shot with her because she actually came to my house like. So she actually came to my house, like wanted to hang out one time, and I was like,
It can't get much better than this.
He's like, this is perfect.
It was horrible, man. It was horrible for me. So we were talking. I don't even know. It was pretty far from or her house to my house at the time. Like if you're walking, kind of far. I don't know why she was around there, but she came to my house, and then like everybody swarmed in my house. But I was like just got done grounded, and my mom was not the person that plays with that. So my buddy's like my best friend. He's like, "Hey, you got to come out." She came and she was like, she's trying to hang out and stuff with you and stuff like that. And I'm like, I can't, man. I'm grounded. And like all I see is it was like that like movie scene where like I'm just on the window and I just see everybody walking away from my house. And I think that was probably the turning point that like changed my life forever. And then so then we moved. Yeah, we moved. I'm still in middle school. We moved again. Yeah. So 8th grade I moved again. We moved far. This time we moved far. That's where I live now compared to where I was. And I started trying to I was talking to her still through social media, but I didn't really do anything because I couldn't get to Tampa. I couldn't get to that area to talk to her and like be in person. And it kind of fell through. In high school there was I went to 2 different high schools. The first one there was this girl I liked, but I never really tried to talk to her because I kind of switched schools like right in the middle. And then I got to this school and I figured out at this school what love meant, and didn't get to act upon it because my high school career was so crazy. Like I kid you not, like I would wake up at 12 o'clock, go to work with my mom, get to school at 7, go through school, football after that, get home at like football ended at like 7 or whatever, somewhere around there. And then by the time I get home, it's like 10 o'clock at night. And then I have to wake up at 12. Like that was my first 2 years of high school until I can get my own ride. Right. And it was still football. So like my schedule was so crazy. So I didn't focus on like anything besides football and school. And I didn't have the chance. And I really wish I would have talked to this one girl because I thought there might have been something. And and it was funny because like talking to her, I was like, "This is what love is." Like it was like one of those girls. Like you ever been around a girl like somebody asked you, not at first love because she wasn't a first love, but she was like a girl. Like I kid you not, that like when I got next to her, like my stomach started curling up.
Yeah.
Like it was weird because it was
first love.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess like what actual love. I was like I didn't know like what love meant until like I was like, this is what love's got to be, right?
Yeah.
And man, and it was funny because like one of my teachers was like, I heard you have a crush on somebody. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I don't know how this information got out. I don't know how anybody ever figured this out. And I was like, okay. I mean, yeah. She was like, I wouldn't recommend dating anybody here. Like, you should always keep it away from the school because then it's drama happens and stuff. I was like, yeah, blah blah blah, whatever. And but no, I never got to act upon it. And then yeah. So after high school, I tried to talk to her like real quick after I graduated, and we talked a little bit, but nothing kind of ever. She went and did her own thing, and then I kind of stayed here and did my own thing. Yeah, so I kind of did that, and then probably a couple years after that, I started dating somebody I went to school with in high school, and then that kind of fell out, and then yeah, and now it's kind of like I don't know if I wanted to start dating again or if I want to just like kind of coast it. There's a lot of things going on right now that I kind of don't want to. I don't know if I want to deal with a relationship also with it.
I was about to say, cook what you're cooking now.
Yeah,
and then
I think there's still there's some life stuff that I think you
got to hit first.
Yeah, kind of do right now that like I don't know if I really want to be in a relationship because it might be just too much.
That's true.
But at the same time, it's kind of like those things. Like I tell people, it's like sometimes you just want to go home and you want to have a nice family. It's like just does stuff for you when you get home. You have a kid. You have your wife, and it's like a nice cooked meal. Or sometimes it's like I don't want to deal with any of that. Like I just want to be by myself, kind of thing. So it's like that back and forth kind of thing,
Yeah, you're too young anyways. For
yeah,
that.
so you never know what you want, but I think it's like I'm just trying to put some pieces together right now before I think I start dating.
That's true.
But at the same time, it's kind of like I want to start dating, but I don't want to start dating. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think there was a couple girls I really
had a chance.
Yeah, like I missed the opportunity pretty well.
That's the thing.
Bad.
You always got to take it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you screw it up, bro.
Yeah.
At least you.
I didn't take any of them. That's what I should have did.
That's all good.
I should have just started throwing what are the horseshoes? I should start throwing horseshoes.
Hey, bro, take the shot, bro.
Yeah.
I got a story. I don't think I told Trayvon. I definitely told you, Cole. But I haven't told Trayvon, I don't think. But either way, it was my first kiss. I think second kiss, but my first kiss with this girl. So like I already had my first kiss with this one girl, right? But then this was like my second girlfriend after the first kiss. So like, I already got that out of the way. I kind of thought I knew what I was doing. So I actually knew this girl from my family. Like I knew her for a long time. Well, actually, I didn't know her. I knew her parents because, like I said, my buddy. It's all it all comes around. My buddy that I was in elementary with, that his dad was the principal. It's actually his cousin, and I knew the family for a long, long time. Well, whenever I was in middle school, I actually no, I think I was in high school, like just beginning. I met the cousin, and I was like, oh, she's super nice. We got a lot in common. I knew her family, she knew my family, stuff like that. So I was like, oh, we could maybe make this work. So I kind of started dating her, and we finally, were like, well, I actually didn't want to I never called us boyfriend girlfriend for the longest, and my mom would make fun of me. So I was like, nah, I still haven't asked her if she wanted to. We just went on dates a lot, and I went over to her house, she went over to my house. That was the dates because, like I said, our families knew each other, so it was just kind of like that. And so I finally asked her, you will be my girlfriend, blah blah blah, whatever. Of course she said yes. So there was one time where I was over at her house. And, it's kind of like, you don't want to get caught by their dad doing something.
Yeah.
Like, it's at my house. My dad catches me or my mom catches me. Whatever. Not that big a deal. Her dad catches me. I knew he liked me. And like I said, I knew the family for years. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm not trying to get, caught up in that. But like I said, I didn't do anything crazy. But either way, we're in her room watching a TV show. No, it was a movie. It's called Wildflower on a Wall or Wall on a Wall, something like that.
Yeah.
And either way, there was this scene, and it was like the end of school, and they were all counting down the end of school, 10, 9, 8. And during this countdown, I'm like, oh my god, this would be a great time to kiss her. I'm like, this would be amazing. This was our first kiss ever with this girl, and I'm like, this would be the perfect time. So I'm like, I'm gonna initiate this. Bro, the countdown already ended by the time I thought about this. So I'm like, hey, you mind going back 20 seconds? She's like, oh, why? I'm like, just do it. So she rewinds 20 seconds. It actually wasn't 20 seconds. I was like, I'll get a little time to prepare myself because it was 10 seconds. Then it count down 10, 9, blah, blah, blah. She skipped back. It was 5, 4, 3. And I was like, oh, shoot. And I turned and I just I go to kiss her. And I'm like, boom. And I kiss her. She had no clue what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. We didn't bump heads or anything, but literally I just kissed absolutely nothing. She did not kiss back. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Thought I was doing something there. She's like, oh no, it's fine, And she's like, you just need practice. And I was like, oh my God. I was that, my stomach dropped. I'm like, okay, teach me. She's younger than me. And I was, like I said, I was in just starting high school. I was a 9th grader and she was a 7th grader. And she's like, you just need practice. I'm going to teach you. It wasn't that weird, bro. I was literally 14 and she was 12. Relax.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Nowadays that would be different. But so literally, yeah, I was like, she's like, that's crazy.
Difference?
She's like, I'll teach you. And I was like, man, that's crazy. You're saying you're going to teach me. Either way, we started making out and stuff like that. And it was all good after that. But I was like, wow, I really almost ruined that moment.
Yeah.
I actually did ruin the moment, but
She saved your ass.
yeah, she really did. She hit me with you need practice.
You
And
need
I was
practice.
okay.
Maybe I'm no expert, but
Okay, teach me. And I was like, can we do this at my house? Because I don't want your dad to catch this.
facts.
So yeah, I think that's a wrap.
Sounds like it.
Crunch time.
Crunch time. Bippity boppity.